He's back.
She got style.
Yes, YouTube. Wagwan. Welcome to the channel. I'm your girl, Nicki Slay. This is Royalty Reacts, and you're watching Slay Queen TV. Now, we are back again with another deleted reaction. Yes, guys, I loved the last one so much. I just had to do it again. And this time, MAGA Minaj. No long ting. Let's react. Let's go.
Hey, look, I know y'all got spoiled with the super edited, cinematic, high-budget Marvel Studio type vibe videos I was doing, but relax. We back to the regular dry-ass edit.
Low-key, the edit was crazy. He did his thing with that one. He did his thing, because editing is a long thing. Like, it's actually a long thing. So, I have to rate it. That was a lot.
Fancy shit takes way too damn long, and I don't got time for all that. To keep it lit, I miss my intro, guys. I'm the villain.
What they do?
Alright, so Nicki Minaj, or should I say MAGA Minaj, she really pissed off the entire internet. The whole timeline is full meltdown mode because she wanted to go to the United Nations, and she basically pledged her vibes, energy, and gratitude straight to the Cheeto Man himself.
Please join me in welcoming a daughter of the Caribbean, a champion of the oppressed, and a sister in Christ, Nicki Minaj.
I must say, I am very nervous, so...
Why is she talking like that?
Please, it is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly...
She looks gorgeous though, I can't lie. She looks good.
...in Nigeria. I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage and calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief. I stand here as a proud New Yorker with a deep sense of gratitude that we live in a country where we can freely and safely worship God regardless of one's creed, background, or politics. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion, like I recently stated. And we don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. We're way beyond thinking or expecting or assuming for, you know, the person sitting next to you to have the exact same beliefs. We're beyond that. That's ridiculous. But that shouldn't make...
I don't know much about this.
Than anyone.
I will say now, obviously I'm UK, so our politics are different, so I don't know much about it. I will do my best, but what I will say is, from what I do know, supporting Trump is crazy.
In any room.
Nicki is not Nigerian, nor should she be speaking on anything related to Christianity when she's married to an sexual.
Oh, we going there already, yeah? Do you know she's never going to be able to beat that? There ain't nothing for me personally that you can say that will ever justify that. Sorry, Nicki. I think that alone, that's tarnished your legacy. You can do better.
Offender. I'm trying to figure out if the Trump administration thinks that this is something that, you know, is going to get them favor with black people because the way that Cardi, you know, was with Kamala, if they really think, because they're so clueless, a lot of times they think it just, as long as it's a black person, we're going to go along with it.
Nicki Minaj is a Trump supporter. The banged up Barbie reposted a video of Trump and Melania with the caption, "The best to ever do." Apparently she got a thing for predators. I'm not making this up. I'm just looking at the track record. For you Barbs, if you think you about to be all over my page talking about some Trump now and Melania, you might as well let me go right now.
Tell them. Sorry, but the Barbs be wilding sometimes. Sorry if you're a Barb, but y'all be wilding. This ain't a good look. And that's for me as an outsider. I'm way over here, and even from my far distance, this ain't looking good.
Nicki Minaj's heart may be in the right place, while speaking on what's going on in Nigeria. But unfortunately, she's being played by the president and doesn't even know it, and now she will have to live with this decision forever. Out of nowhere, Nicki began speaking publicly about her support for Trump, but she may end up regretting her decision when it's all said and done. Influential activists like Amanda Seales and Tamika Mallory have spoken on Nicki Minaj's decision.
Quick question. Does Nicki have a team? Like, genuine question, because they let her while out, do the most. Like, she is literally tarnishing her legacy. And it's like, what? There's not one person that can pull her up and say, sis, yo, like, take time. It's kind of sad.
To speak on the behalf of the Trump administration earlier today, and are both concerned that the rapper doesn't have anyone around her to consult.
So Nicki Minaj really sat up there and let the Donald Trump administration use her as a ploy to get to Africans, to Nigeria. First of all, when was Nicki MAGA? Number one. Number two, why would she go up there and do that?
I don't know why y'all surprised about Nicki Minaj. I don't know why y'all surprised about Nicki Minaj. They got something in common. Stay the fuck woke. Literally.
And look, I don't like Trump. I don't rock with his movement. I'm not MAGA. I'm not a red hat adjacent. I'm not even MAGA curious. I don't want nothing to do with it.
MAGA curious.
That man or anything that looks like him politically. But here's the thing about Nicki's speech. This is where shit gets complicated, because I truly don't think she walked in there trying to be evil. I mean, I really don't feel that way. Part of me feels like she didn't even realize she was walking into a political trap.
I don't know which is worse though. Do I? Because, like I said, you should have a team. So if you didn't know you was walking into a political trap, what's going on? And if it is your evil intent, it's like either way, she ain't winning. And it's hard to believe it's not evil intent because of the things that she does and the things that she says. Like I said, I don't know too much about you guys' politics, but Nicki, you see what she said about Cardi's kids? So it's hard for me to believe that this doesn't come from a place of malice. Your track record says otherwise.
I mean, if you listen to her speech, it wasn't malicious. She came in there with empathy, trying to highlight real suffering and real violence in Nigeria. Anyone with a platform should be allowed to care about human rights. And honestly, that's big for her to do that, especially because she has a platform to do that with.
In Nigeria, Christians are being
You got to be careful with your platform. And I think that's one of her problems. She isn't careful with her platform. She'll go on Twitter, that's her name, there's her legacies attached to it, and say the wildest of things. She don't care. That's what makes me think, can we give her that benefit of the doubt? I don't know that we can, because it's like, okay, your speech might not have been negative, but if you know that it goes against a certain grain or whatever, the negativity is already there, if that makes sense.
Targeted, driven from their homes, and killed.
Protection for the win. For strength.
Churches have been burned.
The platform should be allowed to care about human rights. And honestly, that's big for her to do that, especially because she has a platform to do that with.
In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray. Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church, mosque, or place of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit.
And that's where the fence sits, because on one side, her heart might actually have been in the right place, but then on the other side, the timing and the alignment made her look like a shiny political prop, whether she realized it or not. Because let's be real, man, the Trump administration loves using artists as credibility tokens.
Sorry, it's his hair. There's a lot going on here, but his hair threw me for a second. Why is it so wispy?
Because on one side, her heart might actually have been in the right place, but
possibly
then on the other side, the timing and the alignment made her look like a shiny political prop, whether she realized it or not. Because let's be real,
I feel like that's the issue though. And again, I don't want to say too much because it's not, it's not my politics, but as I said, I'm all the way over here. And what we know to be going on, I would know not to align myself with Trump. So how does she not know that? That's where it's falling short for me. You can't be stupid.
man, the Trump administration loves using artists as credibility tokens. And Nicki walking in there thanking him like, hey, Trump, thank you for prioritizing this issue. Yeah, that's exactly the type of imagery this team wants, whether she knows it or not. And honestly,
but she should know it at this juncture. At this point in her career, you for know better.
By faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose not to look the other way. I am inspired by their work to build interfaith ties, to see the humanity across the lines which might divide us, and to fight for security and liberty for all those who pray. I look forward to our discussion today, and I hope it will encourage deepened solidarity for us to urgently work together to ensure every person can enjoy the right to believe, to worship, and to live in peace. Barbs, I know you're somewhere listening. I love you so very much. You have been the
regardless of what's going on, is that the time to be addressing the Barbs? Considering we know what the Barbs can be like. I feel like she lacks wherewithal.
To worship and to live in peace. Barbs, I know you're somewhere
like, just drop a tweet. Like, what? No.
So very much. You have been the ultimate light in my life and career for so long. I appreciate you, and I want to make it very clear once again.
Or is this the cat call? You know when she calls the Barbs to do, is this, yeah, this is what we're doing now.
That this isn't about taking sides. This is about standing up in the face of injustice. It's about what I've always stood for my entire career, and I will continue to stand for that for the rest of my life. I will care if anyone, anywhere, is being persecuted for their beliefs. Thank you.
She looks happy, she looked honored, she looked excited to speak on something serious. And she might have thought that that was enough. But from the outside, it does look wild. It looks like she's being played. And it looks like she walked straight into a narrative she didn't fully understand. And that's why the backlash is so loud. Because Trump's claims about Christian genocide in Nigeria are heavily disputed. A lot of outlets, Rolling Stone, AP News, CNN, they're all saying that the framing is misleading. Nigerian officials themselves have said it's way more complex than Christians being hunted. So when Nicki repeated Trump's exact script, it made people feel like she boosted misinformation, even if she didn't mean to. I can't believe either side, honestly.
Where's her team? Because either way, this was messy. Either way you slice it, this weren't the move for her right now. It just wasn't.
I'm not going to just sit here and believe that nothing's happening out there. For Nigerian officials to say it's way more complex than Christians being hunted, I mean, what the fuck does that even mean? It's way more complex. The hell? That sounds like there's some shit going on when you say it like that.
Yeah, true.
The answer be no, that's not happening. And then, of course, I don't trust our side either, because it don't matter who's in office. They're always trying to go and invade places for no reason. So we don't know. I ain't out there. I can't say that it's true or or false. I'm not out there. And even though everybody's saying that the information could be misleading, at the end of the day, what they are reporting is that 25 girls have been kidnapped in just 3 days. 25 in Nigeria. So obviously, when something that horrifying is happening, people are desperate for anyone with a big platform to speak up.
I think that is absolutely ridiculous that people are canceling Nicki Minaj because she said, President Trump, thank you so much for helping Christian Nigerians that are being slaughtered, killed, and tortured because of their faith. She made a simple statement, a very heartfelt statement about the state of the crisis that's going on in Nigeria. If you do not know, people in Nigeria that are Christians are literally being persecuted for their faith.
If you're upset because Nicki Minaj reposted Donald Trump basically sticking up for Christians in Nigeria and not being killed out there, then do you choose politics over God? I'm not understanding you people. If it were anybody else, any other president that was a Democrat, right? Y'all would be hooting and hollering how he is just...
Low-key, again, let me not speak out of turn, but isn't that kind of the point? The fact that it's the Trump administration, I think, just for me, like, she said if it was any other president, well, duh. Or am I missing the point? I don't know.
I'm not understanding you people. If it were anybody else, any other president that was a Democrat, right? Y'all would be hooting and hollering how he is just the best president to do that and say that, right?
Y'all complain about...
Again, from what I hear, Trump is not... Maybe I'm missing the point.
Celebrities not speaking up. Y'all complain when they do speak up. Like, there's no satisfying you guys. And then you pick and choose. And it's based off emotional reasons. Never logical. Never rational. All emotional. Based off of if you don't like the person or not. Nicki Minaj is speaking about the slaughtering that's going on of Christians in Nigeria.
Nicki is allowed to support whoever she wants, even if it looks bad, even if she looks misled, even if the optics are MAGA Minaj coded. At the end of the day, she's a grown-ass woman with a platform, and she's allowed to make the choices you guys don't like. And I only say this because it's not like she on here like Stevie Knight caping and...
Everybody will understand Charlie Kirk, my white zaddy.
White zaddy, my white zaddy. Why Charlie Kirk is my white...
And on her knees or something.
What going for Stevie though?
Talking like boosting this dude up. I don't feel like she's trying to push a narrative down people's throats either. At least I haven't seen it. Besides her weird obsession with Jay-Z and Rock Nation, that's the only narrative and weird conspiracy shit she be promoting. Because to be for real, everybody that was on that title deal, whether it was J. Cole, Rihanna, Kanye, all of them. I mean, she's the only one that seems to have a problem with the deal. So, I mean, I'm not saying she lying, but why are you the only one with the issue? I know she be having Jay-Z like, why is she talking about me? Why does she keep bringing me up? People online are split. Some think she's genuinely trying to raise awareness. Other think she's misinformed. But then there's that third group, the conspiracy crowd, who swear she's doing this for personal reasons. And that it's not that hard to believe either, though. Because let's be honest, Nicki's family situation has been loud for years. So when she subtly aligns with Trump publicly, people instantly started connecting the dots. Just theories.
What are the dots?
It's just theories. But the theories are loud enough that you can't ignore them. They're basically saying, is Nicki doing this to get a pardon for her brother? If you guys don't know, her brother is in prison for extremely disturbing crimes involving a child.
He's creepy. This is why I can't mess with Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry, brother or not. Brother or not.
You could smooth over. It was a horrific case.
Because if that's my brother, don't actually ever talk to me again in your life, brother or not.
Number two, is she doing this to clean her husband's sex offender record? Even though he isn't labeled a child predator, he is a registered offender, and he has to check in every year for something he did back when he was 16 years old. And some people think she's rolling with Trump because she wants that wipe clean as well. Nobody really knows. It's speculation. But you know speculation spreads like wildfire.
My question is, does she really know? Respectfully.
fire, and everyone has their own version of that story. But then you got the third interpretation. Maybe she's just trying to look politically active for once. Like she's trying to show she cares about global politics, human rights, oppression, something bigger than fans.
Which is fair. But I can't take that from a lady who just called someone's child a monkey because they was upset. Now, I don't want to hear about your humanitarian attributes. Like, I'm not trying to hear it. Sorry.
And Twitter beefs. Maybe she just wanted to be taken seriously on a world stage. But because of how sloppy the alignment looks, Trump beside her, the misinformation floating around, her own family scandals, it's hard for people not to side-eye the whole situation. I mean, whatever the real reason is, her message might have been about helping Nigerian girls and Christians. But the optics are what made the internet
optics
catch on
ain't
fire.
opticking.
So, like, you could disagree with her and clown her delivery or even critique the politics, but I mean, she still has the right to feel how she feels, whether she's right or wrong. The backlash makes total sense too. Aligning with Trump never comes without consequences, ever. Especially not
What happened to Chrisette? Is it Chrisette Michelle?
publicly, especially with her being a black woman with a fan base full of marginalized people. But whether you agree with her or disagree with her completely, it's still her right to support whoever she wants. I'm trying to like make sure we stay on this because the way the world is going right now, if you don't align the same viewpoints, they're trying to strip your rights from you. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. And I'm talking about public perception. The people watching want you to basically align with their views and their views only, or they're willing to drag you for it. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I kind of figured she always has been a Republican though. She was just undercover. I remember she said something about Mitt Romney years ago and everybody got mad at her, and then she backpedaled like J. Cole and was like, oh, let me not say that. And she took it back.
I'm a Republican voting for Mitt Romney. You lazy bitches is fucking up the economy.
So clearly she been on that side. She just finally embraced it. But yeah, that's her journey. That ain't mine. I'll never be MAGA. I will never support Trump. But I also won't act like Nicki isn't allowed to stand wherever she stands. Even if I'm looking at her like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, guys, that was Deleted with MAGA Minaj. Now, I knew I weren't going to have too much input in this one. Just obviously, I'm UK, our politics are different. And I'm not one for politics too tough, so I don't really know all of the ins and outs of it. And that's partly why I wanted to react to this one, because I knew that Deleted will put me up on game. Let me know what's really going on, like what's really going on. Deleted is knowledgeable and I love how he explains things. So that is why I wanted to react to it, and I actually enjoyed it. And one thing that I would say stood out for me is he was right down the middle. He gave us points for both sides. He explained the points for both sides. He gave us his opinion, but he was very non-judgmental and he literally just gave us the facts. So Deleted, thank you so much for that, and I do feel like I learned a little thing or two, so thank you, Deleted Villain. Guys, get in the comments, let me know what you think of the video, and I'll have to say a big thank you to Deleted for sharing my video, for commenting on the video. That sent me, I was completely gone yesterday, threw me completely off. I appreciate you, King. You don't understand. You made my day yesterday. Not even my day. That made my whole world. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Deleted. And shout out to the villains. You lot done showed up and showed out. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm hoping that I managed to comment back to every single one. If I didn't, it's because I'm noticing YouTube ain't showing me everything. But I will find you and I will let you know. But guys, as usual, I've been your girl Slay. This has been Slay Queen TV, and I will see you soon. Bye.